Here in front of the Alumni Gate, it's the entranceway that regulates the traffic into the residential quad. There's Andrews, Stillman, East, and West, which contains about 35% of the freshman and sophomore class. The Alumni Gate has been a source of controversy this year. It has been broken over 25 times this year alone. The subject of my film is, why is this gate being broken so often? By the time you see this film, the gate will probably be broken at least 3 more times.
Last Saturday night I was doing safe rides, and we made numerous trips up the hill to drop students off in the alumni parking lot. The first time that we drove up, it was about 10:45, and as we dropped our students off alumni, we were driving back down the hill, and in the rear view mirror I noticed 2 students who looked quite intoxicated, carrying a baseball bat, and they walked over to the gate, and they each took turns smashing it. I'd say 4 or 5 hits apiece. It was, I mean, obviously broken. The 2 students left, and when we came back up again, I mean, campus safety, buildings, grounds were there. They were fixing the gate. So we thought, geez, you know, that's a shame. I guess this happens a lot. We didn't realize how much it was going to happen. We came back up again, and 2 more students were coming up, and they walked over the gate, and they were reaching their hands in and pulling out wires. I mean, it was kind of weird. I mean, I didn't know what the hell they were doing. I was kind of afraid they were going to electrocute themselves or something, but you know, they just broke the gate again. They pulled it all apart. Again, once again, we came back up later. Campus safety was there with buildings and grounds. And the last time, which was the most disturbing, we walked up again. We drove back up again, sorry. Anyway, once again, campus safety came and fixed the gate again. So, you know, in the period of night, we did safe rides. We saw the gate broken 3 times.
And I think it's great that the university is providing something for people to break. It's easy to replace. It really doesn't damage anybody's living space. I think it's very thoughtful of them.
And think about, like, Dean Capetta said that breaking the gate is not an effective form of protest. How do you respond to it?
I think he's wrong. Like, if you break the gate, that everybody knows it. They walk by the gate, it's broken. Like,
yeah, do you think this is like an attempt of a protest?
I think it's drunk people breaking stuff. Like, plus, like, I mean, who wouldn't want to contribute to breaking the alumni gate now that it's like such a big deal?
The Alumni Gate has been broken over 25 times this year. What do you think the motivation is behind all the students destroying it, if there is any?
I don't think students are necessarily motivated to break the gate. I think it seemed to be for individual students either something to do because they're drunk or intoxicated, something that their buddies put them up to doing, or just something that an individual student might do out of anger or frustration, or it's just there and they don't really give much thought to why they do it. Collectively, I think it's just become a target. It's been a humorous sort of thing for some members of our community. It's been broken so often, let's see who can be the next person to break it. So I think it did become a target of vandalism.
I think it's pretty much a cult idea. The fact that it's been in the campus safety blotters so much, people are just going to escalate the idea of breaking the campus safety gate. I don't think it's any sort of idea of protest against Colgate.
Have you seen any like belligerent students up there trying to,
We've dropped off a few. Like we said, there was 3 guys casing it out there, and then 1 guy was about to steal it, and his other 2 buddies talked him out of it. That's the way it looked to us.
Yeah, well, campus safety is pretty hot.
Yeah.
They're kind of surrounded it.
Did you ride? All right, good.
You know what I don't understand? Why don't we just use the chain? That would solve all the problems.
Like last year we didn't have alumni gates to break. Like we would have, but we fucking had a chain. We had a chain to break, but we never broke it because it was too tough, you know. This year they got the alumni gate, so I think more power to them. You know, if it's there, fucking break it. Break everything, Judd, everything.
Why do you think people keep breaking this gate?
It's a memento. See, now they paint.
It's just simply a memento?
What's up? You want to ride? Safe rides. Well, what I think is, it's become sort of a cult figure, the gate. Not only to have a gate, but to steal it, to be part of, you know, what's becoming a Colgate tradition, perhaps. A destructive and evil Colgate tradition.
What do you think? There was a quote in Maroon News from Dean Capetto, and his quote was, "Ding ding, breaking the gate isn't an effective form of protest."
It's not a form of protest at all. I don't think anyone's protesting.
You think it's just like destruction for the sense of destruction?
I think the best word for it is silliness. Absolute silliness. People partaking in silliness.
For the fun of having some sort of Colgate paraphernalia, I suppose, in their rooms, just for the fun of doing it. The tradition of breaking Alumni Gate. And those of us who knew it before was a gate exactly, but was a chain.
I think there could be something in that. I don't think our students care to have their passageway by vehicles blocked. However, that's not been anything I've heard about from the students I've met with individually. Generally, it's been an individual act out of alcohol or anger.
Sort of like, you see it happening and you see it, people talking about it in the Maroon News, well then, of course, it's going to escalate. It's like, let's do it. Let's do it again and again and again and again.
Then let's break the campus safety building.
Exactly.
But they've painted it with a new logo. Instead of the yellow with the red stripes, now it's all red with a little label that says Go Gate.
Yeah.
That's not a deterrent, that's incentive.
Really?
Oh, think about it. You're a freshman, and now you have the opportunity to have not only the Alumni Gate, but it says Go Gate on it. That's great. I mean, you keep that till you're like 45 and display it in your den.
There are some other ideas I think campus planning is looking at. For example, we now have something written on the gate, Go Gate or Alumni Gate, so that maybe people can feel a little more pride in the gate.
It's a piece of shit 2x6 painted maroon with the words Go Gate on it and two fucking shitty reflectors screwed into it. Spend the money, I don't give a shit.
It's about 2 o'clock in the morning here, and we're staked out by, where are we? East Stillman, West Stillman. We're waiting by the gate to see if anyone will come by tonight.
We have students who are willing to take responsibility for their behavior, then I am able to resolve those situations in an administrative hearing. The realm of sanctions that that particular student would have rendered would include, but not necessarily limited to, monetary restitution for the gate, which would be approximately $100 per person, disciplinary warning or disciplinary probation, community service hours, and or a letter of apology to campus safety or to the B&G staff, who are the staffs who have to continually respond to this unnecessary vandalism.
People are just coming home from the bars right now. Hopefully someone's going to come and rip it off. Holy shit. I cannot believe I just captured that. Friday night.